Hey guys, welcome back. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Ray Ray Ladybug, and today we are going to be drawing Your OCs. I'm so excited, but also a bit nervous. So I hope you guys like it. Let's get started. Kylie. She is a very fierce character, is what the description says. There wasn't much else about her except that she has a birth defect in her foot, making one foot much larger than the other. So that was interesting. So for the pose, I was having a lot of trouble with it, so I ended up finding a picture from online. Uh, I'm not going to be showing the line art just because I was showing the sketching, and then otherwise the video will get long. So you're probably wondering what the little box is in the corner. Um, I was watching a video and it was in like the corner, so I just decided to block it out so it wasn't distracting to you guys. Yeah. So sorry about that. So now I'm moving on to the base color. The description said that she had brown hair and tan skin. Other than that, there wasn't really a color description. It was a pencil drawing, so I kind of just had to make it up. I do know what the person who gave me this picture looks like. So the way she described it to me, I was kind of guessing that maybe it was based off of her. So I kind of had that to go on, but not much else. So yeah, it's not a lot going on here. I don't know why, but in the base color, I just decided to add some shading as well to the skin. Maybe I was just like, I had an idea, so I did that. For the shirt, I decided to do like a light purple. I don't know, it just seemed like it would go with the character. Yeah, and since there wasn't any color indication, I kind of had free range. So I hope this was a good color choice. Yeah. Later on, I will add some detail to the shirt. On the sketch, it kind of had like, I don't really know how to describe it, but like little dashes. So I added something that looks like kind of like sprinkles. So you'll see that later on in the video. For the pants, I originally made it like this dark color, but I didn't really like that because it does have this stripe design, and I didn't think it stood out as much as I wanted it to. So I did go back and change that to be a lighter color. For the shoes, I decided to make them like lime green. I feel like the character would like this, and I don't know, I imagined that because of the different sizes in her feet, that maybe she would find a pair of shoes that she liked, and she would try and find a shoe, the same shoe in another size, but maybe they didn't have it, so I tried to do it similar. So that's just like what my brain came up with. I don't know if this would be correct with your character, so sorry if it's wrong. Yeah. Quick side note, starting May, pretty much going through the whole summer, I am going to be taking a break, so I'm not going to be posting videos during that time, though I am going to try and schedule some different videos to upload. For the shoes, I decided to make them like lime green. I feel like the character would like this, and I don't know, I imagined that because of the different sizes in her feet, that maybe she would find a pair of shoes that she liked, and she would try and find a shoe, the same shoe in another size, but maybe they didn't have it, so I tried to do it similar. So that's just like what my brain came up with. I don't know if this would be correct with your character, so sorry if it's wrong. Yeah. Quick side note, starting May, pretty much going through the whole summer, I am going to be taking a break, so I'm not going to be posting videos during that time, though I am going to try and schedule some different videos to upload. I just won't have as many as I normally do, so sorry about that. So now I'm starting on the shading. There's not much to say about it. I'm still not that good at shading. I'm trying to work on it though. I just have a hard time like grasping the concept of where light comes from. So yeah, there's not much else to say about the shading. Now we're moving on to the highlights. It's basically the same thing as the shading. So again, not much to say about this. Yeah, I don't really know how to talk about shading right now because there's not a lot of detail. Right now, I'm looking through different brushes to try and get texture for the hair since it just looked kind of flat. I tried out a couple of different brushes. I like the second one. I feel like it gives more texture to it since the other one just kind of disappeared. So yeah, I like this one a lot better. So now I'm moving on to another part of the shading where I just take an airbrush of white and black and do it on the outlines or the parts that should be darker. Just give it more shape, I guess. So now, like I mentioned earlier, I'm adding the sprinkles. Yeah, I just felt like the shirt needed something more. For the background, I wasn't quite sure what to do for it. I just did a basic gradient. I've done that for another one of my videos. Yeah, backgrounds are kind of a problem for me. I really should probably spend more time on it, but I just get too lazy and end up just slapping a gradient on the background. So now I'm done. Here is the final picture. I hope you like it. Thank you so much to
at Keith's Sports Fam
submitting your OC. Now let's move on to the next one. This next OC was submitted by Abby Forever. Her name is Lee Adams, and so yeah, I'm going to be drawing her. This is the picture that was sent to me as a reference. So the picture on my right is the reference I was using for the pose. So I'm just doing the line art right now. I already did the sketch. I don't like showing my sketching process just because it's like really messy and I'm often like tracing things and like doing it's a whole process. So it's just like easier for me not to have to include that. I actually drew this like a long time ago, and as I'm recording this, I'm like cringing at my art because even in like the few weeks that it's been, I have improved a lot. So the hands and the arms, but that's okay. So she has this necklace, an L for Lee. Her story is actually really sad. I'm not gonna like share it. I don't know a lot about it, but yeah, it's very sad. So yeah. So there's not really much else to say about the line art. yeah, I think, yeah, now I'm moving on to the coloring. I color dropped from the picture so I would get like the values and stuff, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's, yeah, so she has this really pale skin, not super pale, but yeah. And in the picture, she has blonde hair with red highlights, which I will be adding in later. So yeah, I'm just coloring it right now. Uh, Later I'm gonna talk about the shading. I am struggling with shading. I'm watching so many videos, but it's not helping. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So for her shirt, she has like this dark grayish black shirt. It's actually really cute. I love her outfit. It's like, I don't know, I just like it. Um, so yeah, that's her clothes, basic outline stuff. She also has this belt attached to her skirt, I think. You can't really tell what it is just because of the angle, but yeah. She also has this really cute bracelet. I love it. Her eyes are blue, like a dark blue. I hate how I didn't add highlights, so sorry about that. Um, yeah. So now I'm calling the bow and arrow. That's pretty basic. It's like this burgundy brown color. I don't really know. Yeah. So now I'm adding the red highlights I talked about. I'm annoyed at myself, my past self. Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting since then having to go back and fix things and stuff was I did something wrong, so that's fun. But yeah, I really like her hair. It's like it's long. I want long hair. That never worked for me. But yeah. So I'm wondering how does it not get in her way when she's like shooting an arrow, but I don't know. So the arrow, not bow and arrow, the arrow is, there's not much to say about it. It's just like there. Yeah, it's just there. Okay. So now I believe we're moving on to shading. Like I said, yeah, it's shading, guys. Not my best work of art, but you know, we're all learning, so that's great. I did try and do it later when I add the background. I will like adjust the shading a bit to match the background because I don't think about the background I'm doing until I get to that part, so I do have to adjust things. Oh, so here is why I'm annoyed at myself for doing the red highlights on the base color because I'm adding shading on the hair and so I have to go around it, which is very confusing. So that's annoying, but I'm also adding like darker strands so it looks more like real and not just there. Yeah, I don't really know, but I was just trying to make it look better. So now I'm just adding shading to the red highlights. Those red highlights, yeah, we're not gonna talk much more about those. Yeah, just adding highlights to the skin. I usually do it in sections. I do the base color, well, first I do the sketch, then the line art, base color, shading, and highlights. I do those in two different layers. So yeah. For the necklace, I used the light pen so it looked kind of shiny, and I just went over the line art of that. So now I'm doing a thing that I often do with my drawings is I take an airbrush of white and black so it looks more 3D-ish. I think I said that in the other one, but yeah, so I'm doing that. And now I'm just merging all the layers together and I'm going to be working on the background. So for the background I started out with like a forest type thing, but then I realized it looked like a another picture Abby Forever drew, so I changed it. So now I'm doing like this sunset meadow type thing. Yeah. So I was gonna blur it, but I didn't like that, so I'm just blurring the sunset. And then I'm gonna do stuff with the grass later. So I was looking through my portfolio, I guess, of different things to find grass. So I did find this grass brush that I like. Sorry, my words are not wording today. So I used the flare brush for the sun and just erased it where I needed. And now here's where I was talking about the shading. I'm adding like a little bit of a glow to her and darkness on the middle part of her, I guess. So it looks like the sun is coming behind her. So yeah, this is Lee. I hope you like it. Okay, so for this next one, it was submitted by another Abby. That's confusing. Nice. So I don't have the reference picture. I lost that, sadly. Also, I don't know her like tag name, so it's just gonna be Abby. So yeah, like I said in my other OC of Lee, I did not show the sketching process. Yeah, it still looked a bit distorted. I feel like I could not get the legs in the right position, but I did try. So sorry. I hope you like it though. She is a ballet dancer. I love that. I do ballet. It's my passion. So I was so happy when I got a ballet dancer. So for the base colors, the description said that she's like a French girl with dark brown hair and white pieces in the front. So I don't know, I imagine French people with lighter skin. I don't know why. That's just my brain. So here I'm trying to fix the legs again just because I don't like how the legs were looking. I do eventually get it to how I sort of like it, but yeah, I feel like I could have done better, but that's okay. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on that. So I'm trying to like mix color to get the right pink I want for the tights. So yeah, I mixed the skin color and pink, light pink to get that. So for the leotard, I'm just doing a black leotard. I don't really know what kind she would have. So yeah. For the shoes, just pink. She has point shoes in my imagination, so I love that. I think she's older, so I would imagine that she would have those shoes. Sorry if I get that wrong, but yeah. So for the shading, there's not really much. Also, sorry that the canvas keeps flipping. That's just because I twist my screen around a lot when I'm coloring. Also, I'm so sorry I forgot to record drawing the background. I am really annoyed at myself, but basically I imagined her being like backstage tying her shoes getting ready for a big show. So yeah, if you like it. Here are the OCs again. So we have Kylie submitted by @KeySportsFam, Lee Adams submitted by Abby Forever, and Veronica submitted by Abby. Also, sorry I forgot to include the name while I was drawing it, or recording this. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I will be sending them out, text message, email, yeah. So I hope you guys like it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you could, it would help so much if you would share this video to your friends or anyone you think might be interested. It always helps so much. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.